Hello and welcome back to Classic Games Revisited. I'm your host Dami, and today we are reviewing Myst for the Sega Saturn. What you see here is not the actual game, but the boot up screen for the Sega Saturn, and I left it on because I thought it was kind of interesting. Not many people in the United States had a Saturn, so you might not have ever got a chance to experience that. And the first thing I noticed about Myst is the opening credit sequence thingy that we're watching now that lasts entirely too long. And I'd like to preface this whole review by saying that I was never a really big PC gamer, and I had never played Myst before, so this was an entirely new experience for myself. Now I know it's 1995 when this was made, and expectations were different for a 3D game.
Starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed,
And I do know that this game was certainly hailed as innovative at the time, and it was actually used to mark a divide in computer gaming. Games before Myst and games after Myst.
Perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
And that being said, let's get into the game. Apparently there's some book called Myst, blah 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 blah. I don't know. This has feels a lot like a movie I saw in the early 80s called Never Ending Story. That also had a book prominently featured in the plot line. Now the actual gameplay. First thing I noticed when I thought I was in actual gameplay is that there is no actual gameplay, which I thought was kind of a requirement for a video game. I mean, the controller just moves that hand pointer around, and you hit a button, any button, and it just, I don't know, it just, I guess it registers that you want to go that way or something, but you have no real control, no character per se. It's a first-person point of view. And you got this stupid friggin' cursor you're staring at, this pointer. Yeah, I don't think this really qualifies as a game. This is like maybe qualifies as a picture book. I don't know. I found this room with a dentist chair in it. So I figured the only thing I could do is sit down in the dentist's chair. I mean, it is like the only object in the room. And I just don't really know what to do because there's no dentist to fill my cavities. So I just tried clicking on anything. And I was able to change the date and time on this clock thing on the dentist chair, but whatever that does, I have no idea. I thought maybe for a moment it might be a time machine or something, but apparently it's just a some kind of clock and calendar on a dentist chair. So now that I had enough of the dentist chair and dentist office from hell, I decided to leave. And I'm still astounded that this is people were raving about this thing. It's a friggin' picture book. I can't take it anymore. I have to end the game. I couldn't even get that far into it. I'm sorry. There's some people out here that are probably Myst fans, but I don't know. You lost me at that first bit of gameplay, which I wouldn't even qualify as gameplay. Total bullshit. I'm sorry. One of the worst games I've ever played, and I've played some pretty bad games.